Peace, my family, and raw batch all, and those coming out of that good cocoon for the first time. Welcome. This is your girl, the butterfly, and we about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all the good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. How y'all feeling today? Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right. Oh yeah, in that good 9 mind. Hope you guys are out there, raising your frequency in a high vibration and most definitely cleansing those lows. I came out here today to share another clipping from our master teacher, Dr. Malachi book called The Mind Scroll. And again, I want to share this clip because I know this will help someone else. So it goes like this. The mind, the essence of the mind, where we call upon the Son of God to break the spell by the way of these facts. Order. The scroll 1, the human being, the mortal man. 19 times 3 equals 57. Lo, all you children of God who have embarked upon this secret Masonic order, I, Noble Reverend Dr. Malachi L., 33 degrees over 72 degrees, am a reformer. I have been sent to you to break the spell and prepare you for the coming of the Messiah, Jesus, the Savior, to all Muslims, Jews, and Christians, and about to embark upon your minds in what you call the organ and simply the brains, which is within the mind, or with the mind and the workings of the mind. Know that your mind was a special gift given to you by your ancestors, whom I call your descendants, for they come to you from above. They are called Elohim, the gods in the Bible, the Nadaret by the ancient Egyptians, the Anunnaki by the Sumerians, who are the Yahweh and gods of the Old Testament, and the angels of the New Testament of the Christians, and the Malachi of the Noble Quran, the Mohammedans, the ruler of which is the King of Kings and Noble Quran, who is El Elo, Anu, Allah, Yahshua, Theos, God to many, all within the all. And within the confines of these pages, you shall embark upon the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding of the mind, which works with the brain and the nervous system. 3 out of your whole body: the mind, the brain, and the nervous system. And that's your being. The brain is one of the most intricate organs within itself and was created by God. The knowledge that I'm giving to you has never been taught to you by any. Remember, my dear companion, in the right knowledge and the right wisdom, you receive the right understanding and get the right reasoning overall. This is the science of your way of life, which are the facts of life. Let me begin by giving you the nature of the Homo sapien, who is the mortal man, the human being known as people, the human animal, the children of Enos, the son of Seth, Genesis 4:25-26, who is called in tones Seth, Noble Quran 7:172, and in rhythm Shayat, and wife Kamala, and the Book of Enoch, and the Holy Tablets, chapter 13, which, if you're interested, you should check out. O ye children of Enos, know that you have all fallen from a being to a supreme being to a human being, to a human, to a man, to a mortal, to a mammal, to an animal. Don't fall any further, my children, to become a beast. Study the scroll, the sacred wisdom of Tahuti, and you can find that on my channel. If you're interested, you should check it out. When the human searches for happiness, invariably turns to objects and events for satisfaction, merely thinking that if I get this car, or if I get this new job, or if I live here or there, then I will be happy. They have no perception of the fact that the mind may only be stilled or at peace for a short time on obtaining the desired object. But eventually, the mind becomes tired of its newly made toy and seeks treasures elsewhere, still in search of the mind. However, know this, my child. Each time the external objects fail to bring happiness, the human being may acquire new material possessions, a position with more responsibility. Money, a new dream home, being locked in persons, places, and things. However, my child, there always remains the same mind. Your mind is an inclusive animal to tame. Many theories exist as how it works, yet the human process seems to remain intangible. Why does one so often find him or herself caught in the same frustrations and the same problems? It is said that it is a free society, but in truth, it is each human being's own desires and emotions that blind them. Consider this human being, a person who smokes cigarettes daily, claiming they are determined to stop tomorrow. How many years have the human being been caught in this parade? The human truly wants to be free of the habit, but lacks the necessary control of his or her own mind, and the mind feeds a reservoir of information which you are connected to by the etheric cord. You have intelligence and outintelligence, information and outformation, terrestrial and celestial. In a sense, the mind is like a DVD compact disc. It contains grooves of impressions and sounds and colors, impressions that are formed when certain thought waves become habitual. The benevolent example would be if a human being passes a bakery and sees a chocolate cake in the window. How delicious, the human being says, I will get that cake, I will buy that cake. If he or she ignores, keyword in this is ignore, the thought wave, and then turns his or her mind to something else, then there is no pattern formed. However, if he or she identifies with the thought, the human being gives life to it, keyword life to it, and gives, another word, gives life to it. So the human being buys a chocolate cake, looking forward to enjoying it as a dessert that evening. Now, suppose the human being finds his or herself to pass that same bakery every Wednesday and Friday. Each time the human being goes by, he or she recalls that wonderful cake again and purchases another. Now ponder this. What was originally just a flash in the mind, just a flash, has now become a force in his or her life. Jewels, or, grooves in the mind are not necessarily negative. There can be grooves in the mind which are uplifting, as well as those which bring one down. There must be a strive to develop love, compassion, and a sense of service in the will of God, cheerfulness, kindness, and many other qualities which not only makes one's own life happy, but which resonates to others. Everyone wants to be his or her best. Each person would like to think that he or she is perfect. Yet, despite repeated resolutions, every person, and so many times is feeling or being less than what he or she would like to be. The cause of this predicament is the ego. It is called the Anki in Aramic Hebrew, or Halzak in Syriac Galilean Arabic, and ego in Adumim, which is Greek, and as we call in Wabik, Egyptian, Thawat. The ego, my child, is the cause of all bondage and is the chief barrier to the experience of reality. Mind your mind for the jewels of your soul. So that right there is the end of this scroll. So I just thought that I share because, again, I know this will help someone else. And again, if you are interested in reading it yourself, you can find it on my channel under the mind, and it's broken up in different parts, and you can send to yourself and be nourished. And so I'm gonna leave it at that. I have to drink a little bit of my tea, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I take that back. I got more to say. So I know that by examining and really taking in the knowledge and learning how to maneuver this realm is not easy, and especially on gaining control of your mind and control your mind and your emotions and desires. It's not easy. And again, you got to have patience with yourself and really be mindful of everything you do and everything around you, and be mindful of, just paying attention to what you really do. It's crucial to always be kind of like on that good bird's eye view on yourself at all times, because that will help you see where you at. And again, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to sometimes fall throughout the journey, but again, it's about not giving up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself and starting a new day and doing it over again. So you're, constantly, striving for perfection, and ultimately, perfecting yourself with practice. And as you continue to keep working on yourself and practicing and just working on yourself through time, you'll master certain things within, your mind, and it'll become a lot easier for you, just like you build, habits for yourself. And really, it's about building healthy habits for yourself, because if you're doing these things each and every day or working on yourself through time, it'll become more of a lifestyle for you, and it won't be in a sense of a force for you, like you're forcing yourself to do these things. Like, no, this is something that will help you get closer to the Most High and get your mind right and get to know yourself on the spiritual levels and the inner workings of your inner being, and realize clearly about everything in this realm, and it becomes clearer through time, and you begin to really get to the essence of your being. if you apply the knowledge to your life and just continue to work. Not necessarily saying, again, that it's not easy, but you will, if you set goals each and every day on yourself and really work on yourself, you'll get it. And so that's what it's about. Knowing what you need to do and transitioning to doing it. So that's the best way I can explain on how I did it. And that's just one scroll, and it's many more. But take one scroll at a time, and really see if you're already on it. Cool, congratulations. But if you're not, then it's something to take a look at and examine, and curtain yourself sharply. And that's what it's about. Getting yourself together, and prepared. So it's real. And I know I say that a lot, but I can't say it enough. So I'm going to leave it at that, though. And if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer. And again, I hope you know that you are loved beyond this world. And begin to spread that love and that love frequency with yourself and others. And this information, because this is the truth of the matter. And we must understand, because again, our culture is about only facts and science. It's not no one's opinion. I just want to reiterate that. And again, it's all about that good working on yourself. We got this. We all in this together. And on that note, it's all love, my family, and peace and wadu.